welcome back to my channel. I'm Donna, and thank you for watching. I appreciate all my new subscribers, comments. I just adore you. So now I'm going to try to end this year getting into my final book haul of books. So let's get started because I got some unboxing to do as well. So what I'm going to show you are books that I purchased in the month of October still, and there's two. There are two more left that I bought in the month of October. And we're going to start with Soul Culture, Black Poets, Books, and Questions That Grew Me Up. And this is by, let's get this right, Remica, Bingham-Risher. The cover is adorable. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. So briefly, I'm going to tell you what it's about. This book was published September of 2022. It is a literary collections, biography and autobiography and poetry. It examines firsthand the lives of legendary Black writers who made a way out of no way to illuminate a roadmap for budding creators desiring to follow in their footsteps. Examining cultural traditions, myths, and music from the Four Tops to Beyonce, Bingham-Risher reflects on the enduring gifts of art and community. If you ever felt alone on your journey into the writing world, the words of those poets are for you. So this sounds really, really interesting. And I'm trying to write, so maybe I could learn something from that. And this came out by Beacon Press. And I'm looking forward to diving into that sometime in the year of 2024. All right. Next on my list of the book that I purchased in October is called One Blood by Denene Millner. And I'm sure you all may have heard of her. She's been a writer, editor. She's a best-selling author. And so this book was published in September of 2023. So this just came out in September. It is a historical fiction. Look at that cover. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Well, it says, join New York Times bestselling author Denene Millner as she explores the lives of three generations of women tied together by love, hope, dreams, ambition, and family secrets in this epic novel. Potent, poetic, powerful, told with deep love, and spanning from the Great Migration to the civil unrest of the 1960s to the quest for women's equality in year 2000s, Denene Millner's beautifully wrought novel explores three women's intimate and often complicated struggle with what it truly means to be family. Yes, yes, yes. And just a little background. Denene Millner was asking for people who were migrating to the South. I think it was around the year 2012. And my sister was on her way from Michigan to Texas. And I responded to what she had posted. She quickly said, may I interview her? So I connected her with my sister, who was in an article, the cover of, I want to say Ebony. I'm sorry if I get that wrong, but it had a beautiful picture on the cover of Nia Long, who was pregnant, on the cover. And so inside that issue, my sister was featured in an article of the migration, the reverse migration from the North back to the South. So I appreciate that, Denene Millner. If you happen to see this video, thank you again. All right, moving on. Another book I purchased. Now, we're into the month of November. So November, I purchased this book, and it's called Perish by LaToya Watkins. And again, a beautiful cover. This book was published in August of 2022. It is literary fiction. From a stunning new voice comes a powerful debut novel, Perish, about a Black Texan family exploring the effects of inherited trauma and intergenerational violence as the family comes together to say goodbye to their matriarch on her deathbed. I'm going to keep my description short because we got quite a few unboxing here to do. So if any of you have read this book and you really enjoy it, please let me know. I know she's got another book called Holler Child. I will probably show this over my shoulder because I can't really recall the name of it. But I hope that her writing is up to par and that I will be reading more of her after I read this. I've got some unboxing to do. I've got quite a bit to show you. So I've never done this before. We're going to go through these and open them and see what I have. And this is mostly from the month of, I think, November and December. I'll get you all caught up to what I have purchased. These are books I purchased. So as I cut through here, I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. So, here we go. All right. They packaged it good. Very good. Okay. And what we have here is Everything's Fine, a novel by Cecilia Rabess. I hope I'm saying that right. That cover is very interesting and intriguing. Wouldn't you say so? Well, let's read quickly what it's about. So, Everything's Fine. It is a contemporary literary fiction. This was published in June of 2023. So this year came out. On Jess's first day at Goldman Sachs, she's less than thrilled to learn she'll be on the same team as Josh, her white, conservative sparring partner from college. Josh loves playing the devil's advocate and is just the worst. This is a stunning debut that introduces Cecilia Rabess as a blazing new talent. Everything's Fine is a poignant and sharp novel that doesn't just ask, will they, but should they? So I'm going to leave it at that. And you all check this out for yourself. Let me know if you've read it already. I think this is going to be a good read. All right. Moving on. So the next book I purchased, this is still in the month of November, A Right Worthy Woman by Ruth Watkins. Ruth P. Watson. Sorry. And this is a historical biographical fiction. This book was published June of 2023. So again, this came out this year. As soon as I saw the cover, and it was a different cover when I was looking, so I'm going to show you the cover. I guess they decided to change from that cover to this, but still the storyline attracted me. And it says, in the vein of The Personal Librarian and The House of Eve, a remarkable and stirring novel. It's based on the inspiring true story of Virginia's Black Wall Street and the indomitable Maggie Lena Walker, the daughter of a formerly enslaved woman who became the first Black woman to establish and preside over a bank in the United States. Whoa! Yeah, so when I read that, I'm like, okay. And anything that's biographical or I see that there's a blurb here on the back by Pearl Cleage. Who else we got? But anyway, this is going to be very interesting. And if you're curious, here is the author, Ruth P. Watson. Make sure I say her name correctly, Ruth P. Watson. And I'm really anxious to delve into this. So, oh, and Brenda Jackson has a blurb on the front. All right, so, a right worthy woman. Okay, gotta move, gotta keep moving because I got more to unbox. Oh, all right, so we've got a box here. Let me get this open. Where's my scissors? Where'd my scissors go? This is gonna take a little time. Hold on. I don't know what I did with myself. Oh, I threw it on the floor. Okay, let me get some action here. All right. It's like Christmas. That's why I wore my elf t-shirt, because this is just like Christmas Day for me. All right. All righty. Whew. All right, so these are two books that I ordered. The first one is called Dances by Nicole Cuffy. Look at that cover. Isn't that just gorgeous? So, of course, that attracted me. Now, let's see. This book was published in May of 2023. So, again, this came out this year. It's literary fiction. And it says, a ballerina at the height of her powers becomes consumed with finding her missing brother in this striking debut. Written with spellbinding beauty and ballet's precise structure, Dances centers around woman, art, and power, and how we come to define freedom for ourselves. So, I'm shortening the description, and I hope that this interests you. Write this down on your list of TBR. Google it, see more what it's about, and let's talk about it later. So that's Dances. All right. And another book that I purchased, I do not have a description, only because this is a gift for my grandson. And it's called, I gotta take this sticker off. It's called Love Radio. Look at that. Look at that cover. It is so vibrant. And I sent him, it's by Ebony Liddell. And I sent a description of it to my grandson, asked him if he was interested. He said yes. And I cannot read this. I know it's about a DJ and being in the city and finding love with the girl. It's like a teen romance maybe, but I think he'll enjoy this. This is a gift to my grandson. Love Radio. All right, we got another box. I'm not done yet. All right, so let's open this one up and see what we've got going on. I hope this opens as easy as the other one. Yes, it will. All right. I hope you all are ready for the holidays. We're getting away. We're looking forward to spending time with our family. All right, and so now I have for you here, it is called, and again, we're still in the month of November, The Returnees by Elizabeth Okoh. Look at that. Elizabeth Okoh. I hope I'm saying the name right. Here is the author. If you're curious, there's the author. And I'll briefly tell you what it's about. The Returnees is a woman's fiction. This was published in April of 2020. I had never heard about this author nor this book. I was attracted to the cover again. And it says, after a bad breakup, 25-year-old Asukiyuki Ishahosa, there I go with these names, leaves behind everything she holds dear in London to return to Lagos, Nigeria, a country she hasn't set foot in for many years. Drawn by the transformations happening at the fashion industry in the city, she accepts a job at House of Martha as their head of PR. While waiting at Milan Airport for her connecting flight to Lagos, she meets Cynthia Okoh and Kian Bajo. I'm probably butchering these names. After the plane lands at the Lagos airport, they all go their separate ways, but their lives will intertwine again and change the course of their lives forever. Yeah. It says here, it's funny. The turns life takes. Only a month ago, I had been ready to give up moving back to Lagos. But here I was in a crazy town, sitting beside an even crazier aunt. I'd have laughed if the turn of events that had led me here hadn't been so painful. If there was any place to heal, Lagos was it. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. All right. So that's called The Returnees. I think that should be an interesting read. All right. And another book that I purchased in November is called Time's Undoing. And this is by Cheryl A. Head. I am suspicious that I think I went to school with this young lady in Detroit. But anyway, this is a historical mystery detective fiction. And this was published in February of 2023. A searing and tender novel about a young Black journalist searching for answers in the unsolved murder of a great-grandfather in segregated Birmingham, Alabama, decades ago, inspired by the author's own family history. It says, inspired by true events, Time's Undoing is both a passionate tale of one woman's quest for the truth behind the racially motivated trauma that has haunted her family for generations, and as newfound friends and supporters in Birmingham rally around Megan's search, the uplifting story of a community coming together to fight for change. Time's Undoing. And let's see. Here is the author, Cheryl Head. Cheryl A. Head. So let me know if any of you have read this. And I think this is going to be on the top of my TBR list for next year. I'm looking forward to that. Alabama, you know, that's where I live. So gotta read about it. All right, moving, because we still got more unboxing to do. Ooh, all right. Let's see what we got going on here. Ooh, you gotta be strong. I gotta be strong. Come on. All right. This is exciting. It's Christmas. Oh boy. All right. So here we go. What we have here is a book called Trinity by Zelda Lockhart. I have read one of her other books. Here on my shoulder, I'll show you. And I enjoyed that book. It was some years ago, however, many years ago. I don't know if she's had anything in between, but when I saw the name Zelda Lockhart and I recognized it, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get it. Well, this is a historical fiction, and this was published July of 2023. So again, that came out this year. This is a Harrison Wright Award finalist and makes her long-awaited return with this electrifying saga. So yes, she has not written anything in quite a while. As moving and indelible as the 12 Tribes of Hattie, the Turner House, and the love songs of W.E.B. Du Bois, that explores 3 generations of a family trying to overcome trials and trauma and free themselves from the darkness of the past. These 2 generations of men are haunted by the mother spirit who did not survive enslavement's post-traumatic stress violence. Body Rebecca Lee is the divine spirited daughter born to set everything back upright again in this daringly original novel, Trinity. Look. And here is Zelda Lockhart, the author. Yes. I have more details of the author on my blog when I review and post my reviews. I like to see where they came from, where they are, you know, a little bit about the author. So if ever you go to my blog, I'll have more details on that. So come on, we got more to get to. So my other book that I purchased, and we are in December now, is The Queen of Exiles by Vanessa Riley. I'm sure this has been circulating amongst booktubers, and she's such a good writer. I have yet to read, I think I have Island Queen and Woman, Mother, Warrior, something to that effect. I have quite a few of her books, but I have not had a chance yet to pick them up and read, but I will. So this is a historical fiction, because I know that's what she likes to write, historical fiction novels. And this was published in July of 2023. So again, that came out this year. An acclaimed historical novelist, Vanessa Riley, is back with another novel based on the life of an extraordinary Black woman from history, Haiti's Queen Marie Louise Christophe, who escaped a coup in Haiti to set up her own royal court in Italy during the Regency era, where she becomes a popular member of Royal European Society. Queen of Exile is the tale of a remarkable Black woman of history, a canny and bold survivor who chooses the fire and ideas of political struggle, and then is forced to rebuild her life on her own terms, forever a queen. You know that's going to be good. History based on true facts. Yes, 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 yes. Vanessa Riley. And another book I purchased is called Someday Maybe. I'm going to show you the cover that's more commonly seen, but when I saw the cover of this, I didn't realize it was that same book. However, I do want to read it. It is by Nwabineli. Okay, look for yourself, because I'm sure I butchered that. And this is literary fiction. This was published last year, October of 2022. And briefly, after her husband's unexpected death, everyone around Eva, her friends, her stifling Nigerian British family, her toxic mother-in-law, is pushing her to move on, but Eve isn't ready to face the future yet. No, she intends to take to her bed like a consumptive Victorian lady, ignoring her mother's earnest prayers and her sister's cajoling. Instead, Eve begins looking back, combing through her memories in an attempt to understand where it all went wrong. She begins this very unconventional love story. So, that might be interesting. That might be, and I believe this is the British copy, British edition. Yeah, it is. This is a British edition of the book. So tell me if you have read it. Let me know what your thoughts are. Yeah, it's pretty. Someday, maybe. Okay. I have 2 more books to show you. And this will end the video. So one more box. One more. Just one more. Hang in there with me. This is a pretty long video, but we're going to get through it. And try not to stab the book. Ooh, of course, this box is a little harder to open than the others, but I'm getting there. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Whew. I'm building my muscles. All right. Okay. Oh. So, interesting. All right. The first book is called Life and Other Love Songs by Anissa Gray. And this is a book on family life. It's fiction. This was published in April of 2023, so this came out this year as well. It is a father's sudden disappearance exposes the private fears, dreams, longings, and joys of a Black American family in the late decades of the 20th century. In this page-turning and intimate new novel from the author of the care and feeding of ravenously hungry girls, and I found out I have that book. This is her prior book. Haven't read it. I buy faster than I can read, but one day I will get to it. And so this one in gripping narrative that moves from the Great Migration to 1970s Detroit and 1990s New York. We follow the hopes, triumphs, losses, and secrets that build up and tear apart an American family. It's a lot of books here on family and drama and dynamics and generational stuff. Oh, well, I guess it's a good subject to write about. And so life and other love songs. All right. Now for the very last one, and we will be caught up for the year. And my last purchase for December is called A Spell of Good Things. And the author is Ayobami Adebayo. That sounds pretty good, didn't it? This is contemporary fiction. And this book has been circulating as a very good read. So I am very excited to have this, and I'm moving this up on my TBR. And it was published in February of 2023. Again, the book that came out this year. A dazzling story of modern Nigeria and two families caught in the riptides of wealth, power, romantic obsession, and political corruption from the celebrated author of Stay With Me. And yes, I have Stay With Me. I heard how good that is. It's somewhere around here on my bookshelf. Okay. And I recently purchased that, and Stay With Me, in the lineage of great works by Chinua Achebe and Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Sound pretty good. Okay. When a local politician takes an interest in Eniola and sudden violence shatters a family party. Oh, here we go. Raola's and Eniola's lives becomes intertwined in her breathtaking second novel. She shines her light on Nigeria, on the gaping divide between the haves and the have-nots, and the shared humanity that lives in between. So despite that I can pronounce these names, that does not take away from my enjoying the story, and that I will do. So thank you all for watching. I am going to end this video here because it's long enough. And thank you for watching me open my boxes. And I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. I hope to have another video out. If not before Christmas, it will be after. So thank you again for watching. Bye.